Hello, my name is Effua Sosoo, and I am so honored to be a recipient of the 12th Annual Diversity Awards here at UNC Chapel Hill. This is a beautiful way to end my 5-year career here as a graduate student, and I am very grateful for this special recognition. I'm excited to share a little bit about myself, what drives me, and where I'm going. So, my faith has definitely been my rudder. There's a verse in the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 6. And it basically says, instead of trying to be holy and fasting, why don't you do some real work? Why don't you lift the heavy burdens off of the oppressed and help them to become free? And for me, that has been the driving force behind my desire to serve racial and ethnic minorities. And that's something that I've been committed to ever since I stepped foot on this campus in 2015. The ways in which I've done that through my service, clinical, and research endeavors. In terms of service, I've been a co-leader of the Diversity Training Committee here at UNC in the Clinical Psychology program, and one of my most favorite accomplishments is helping to lead 2 iterations of our Diversifying Clinical Psychology Weekend. This is where we bring about 20 or 25 racial and ethnic minority students to campus, and we say, hey, we're going to show you how to apply to clinical psychology programs. We're going to feed you for 2 to 3 days, house you, and you can talk to as many graduate students and faculty as you like. And I love that program because I was part of the first cohort and I saw what a difference that made in terms of increasing the pipeline of clinical psychologists who look like me. So we know that our country is undergoing drastic demographic shifts. By 2044, the US population will only be 50% non-Latino whites. And so we need to make sure that we have clinicians who look like the population that we're going to be serving and who have an appreciation for cultural humility. In terms of my research, I've been very interested in taking what I see happening in the world and bringing it into the research laboratory. So for my dissertation, I had Black emerging adults view images of other Black folks being assaulted or shot by police officers, and I measured what their body and their moods were doing. And the reason why I did this is because we know these events are happening, but we really don't have an understanding of how they're impacting folks. And I learned that they really are impacting us, right? They are resulting in heightened physiological responses and a negative mood. And then in terms of my clinical work, I've been trying to serve us. So I have worked with Black and Latinx elementary school students, teaching them social and emotional skills using puppets, of all things. And then I've also worked in an inpatient psychiatric facility, working with folks who are found not guilty by reason of insanity, working with justice-involved individuals, and also working with those who are found incapable to proceed to trial, given some mental challenges they were having. I've also served at the local federal prison here in North Carolina, also at the Durham VA, serving those who served us, and I have thoroughly enjoyed all of these things, and I hope to continue to do them. So I'm on my way to Lexington, Kentucky. I am going to be an intern at a federal prison there. I'll be working with incarcerated individuals. I'll be providing trauma services, individual therapy, group therapy. I will be getting my feet wet in terms of drug treatment, which I've never done before, but I'm excited to try. And I'm excited. I'm excited. Thank you, UNC, for a wonderful 5 years. I'm grateful for all of the beautiful people I have met, all of the beautiful souls I've been able to serve. And I hope to be a leader. That is my goal. I hope to be a chief psychologist. I hope to be a warden and run a federal facility. And I hope to eventually be the director of the Bureau of Prisons. And even as I say that, that sounds crazy, but I know that I can do it. I know that I can do it because I've been practicing being a leader here at UNC, and I really care about marginalized and vulnerable populations. I believe in creating a culture of health. I believe in serving those who are constantly overlooked. I want to leave you with this quote that's really resonated with me. It's by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and it says, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." And that's what I hope to do. I hope to leave a trail. Thank you so much for this beautiful recognition. I'm excited to see where I end up, and I'm excited to see where all my Tar Heels end up too.